Hey guys, it's John. Websites remain the primary way a business tells the world what they do. That's probably why there's over 1 billion of them on the internet. But the difference between a successful website that generates leads and sales and one that just sits there doing nothing is often down to small margins. So today I want to cover the most important of these margins, and that's the overall layout and design, and a simple hack that you can use to get it right first time. So let's get into it. The design and structure of a website is usually chosen by the business owner, deciding from a number of options, whether it's from a design agency or a template store, what they think looks best. But this is probably the biggest mistake. What you want as a business owner and what you think looks nice is rarely what you should be going with. This isn't about your favourite colours or layouts. It's not about what you think looks nice. It's about what your target audience will interact with best, and ultimately what will work for your business in driving leads and sales. It's natural for an owner to think that what their website looks like will be a reflection on them as a person or their business, but you've got to get this out of your head. If you have the most amazing website but none of your target audience use it, then what's the point? Now, I'm not saying that you settle for something that looks terrible, that's not the point here, but you have to consider your target audience and what they want to see and use. Fortunately, there's a really easy way to make sure you don't fall into this trap, and that's checking out the biggest players in your sector. It's not uncommon for big companies to spend tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands on their website, which could include carrying out things like lots of market research. So use it, piggyback off all that investment they've made. You might not like what you see, but it's there for a reason. If you take the top 5 or 10 big companies offering the same services as you, then you'll very quickly find a common theme. Look at the structure, the navigation, the colours, the font size. The chances are they're all pretty similar. Let's look at some examples. Here are 3 banking websites. First we have NatWest, and if you look at what's at the top of the screen, sometimes called above the fold, which is where the most important section of the website is, there are 2 layers of navigation. The first covers the type of user, as clearly they have different services depending on whether you're a person or a business. Then there's the secondary navigation, with options specific to that type of user. Next there's a banner containing the most popular service for that section, and an image of a female. Then some icons with products for easy navigation. Okay, let's take a look at HSBC. Again, they have 2 layers of navigation for the type of user, and then the specific products. A banner with a popular product and a female in the image, and then links to specific products again. And third, Metro, which is a much newer bank. I think it's obvious right away, like it says here, that they want to do things differently. This is a much more modern design, but take a look at what they've done. 2 sets of navigation, a link to sign up, females in the banner image, and then slightly below the fold are icons with specific products. Now, you're probably not about to launch a bank, but what can we learn from this? Well, clearly the companies in this sector have identified that a single navigation would be too complicated because they offer different services to different types of people. In their case, it's mainly personal and business, and that might be the same for you, but it could just as easily be retail and wholesale or public and trade. Next, the banner always contains an actionable button that they want someone to click, and what is probably the most requested service, a new account. Third, their market research must have told them that females are more likely to use online banking or to be the most popular to create accounts online. And lastly, if the top action wasn't what someone was looking for, they've included their other services right after. Metro has made a much better job of it in my opinion, but that's more in the wording than the layout. They're playing on the fact that they're a high street bank when so many others are closing branches, and they use the phrase join us instead of apply. But I think it's clear that this layout is what works best for their sector. If you were launching a new bank, then you would be taking a massive gamble to redesign a layout that just about every other bank is using. Let's look at another sector, fitness. But this time we'll include where someone is clearly going wrong. First, we have Pure Gym. Clean design, simple menu, banner with both males and females obviously working out, and a Join Now button. Next we have Snap Fitness. Again, a clean design, simple menu, a banner, but this time with a video so that they can show more of the experience. But again, it has multiple sexes and this time 2 buttons. One for locations, as they obviously have multiple, but also a Join Now button. Looking at these 2 examples, it's probably obvious what's going on. You may think that one's better than the other, but they both have these common elements. Now let's look at a company that doesn't appear to have checked out the competition. Their homepage appears to show 3 different services: online, shop and gyms, which is probably their first mistake. But to make sure it's a fair comparison, we'll go to their gyms page. So simple menu again, but the images of equipment, not of people actually using them. And there's no join now button. They do have a memberships button, but this isn't the strong call to action on the other sites. Since they are black, they look more like page titles than buttons. The point here is that the first 2 examples have tried to relate to both males and females by showing them working out, giving an idea of what a new member's experience might be. And they've got clear call to actions, both what they want people to do and probably what most people coming to the site are looking for, whereas example 3 does the complete opposite. This is the perfect example of a business owner choosing what they think looks nice, and it certainly doesn't look terrible, versus what will actually work for the user. The website would be completely transformed if they had 1. Chosen a lead product such as gym membership and made it the focus of the homepage. 2. Used images that show people using the facilities. It doesn't have to be a video, although I think that looks better, but right now they're just showing a few different types of equipment, which is hard for people to relate to. And 3. A call to action in a bright or at least obvious colour near the top of the page that tells the user what they want them to do next. Remember, the big takeaway from all of this is that it doesn't matter what you think looks best. There's a reason most companies in the industry follow a certain layout and design. It will be based on lots of data and split testing that probably took years to get right, and you can use all of the results of that research to give you the best possible version from day one. Of course, there are lots of other things you need to take into account, such as call to actions, content, images, and even the user experience. And I'm planning to cover all those in future videos, so make sure you subscribe to this channel if you want to see more. But unless you've got the right layout and structure of your website in the first place, these extra elements are going to make little difference. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure you smash the thumbs up button to help spread the word, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers then.